CloudDB, shaping your new normal.
Good morning, all. Welcome everybody to this session, Automated Patching and Compliance to improve your database security using Enterprise Manager. To begin with, introducing myself, my name is Harish Niragatta. I'm based out of San Francisco, United States, and I'm the product manager for database lifecycle management area. That includes automated update and upgrade of databases and compliance management to improve the security posture of your database ecosystem. There's a standard safe harbor statement applicable for any reference for upcoming features. Agenda. To begin with, I'll give a quick introduction to our database lifecycle management solution. Then we'll give you an insight into how you can proactively identify missing security patches for each of your database instances and how you can apply those at scale. Once you have applied these security patches, you want to make sure each of these databases are securely configured and is indeed compliant with your security policies at scale. So we shall go through that area also in a little more detail. So today, how do you deploy and handle lifecycle management of all your databases? Do you deploy, patch, or upgrade one at a time? Do you use native scripts to update and upgrade all of your production databases? Let's find out how you can automate standardized deployment and lifecycle management of non-multi-tenant and multi-tenant databases, including ensuring secure configuration using database lifecycle management pack that is part of Enterprise Manager system management product. Database lifecycle management pack is a licensable product. There are three macro level drivers for licensing this pack. Number one is around lowering costs. Today, you probably have experienced it, that there is always a constant demand to provision new database instances to cater to ever-growing businesses. It is time-consuming and error-prone to provision a database using manual methods or scripts. Also, managing thousands of databases is a high-cost activity, both in terms of the DBAs required and also time taken to make the databases available. Enterprise Manager has deployment procedures, which are the backbone of DBLM provisioning and patching solutions. And these deployment procedures are the orchestration engine used to automate complex operations at scale. The second drivers is around reducing the risk. Enterprise organizations typically have lacked discipline in managing the versions and configurations of the assets. What happens is, over a period of time, individual administrators and developers often make choices on the version and patch levels of a given database, which leads to numerous variants of the same asset within the data center. This leads to administrative, compliance, update and upgrade, and other challenges. DBLM pack provides mechanism to manage configuration sprawl. This will enable you to standardize various configurations, comply with security policies defined by your info security team in order to reduce the overall risk of security exposure. The third driver is around accelerating innovation. If you automate all these time-consuming lifecycle management activities at scale, your database administrators can focus on innovating new solutions to grow your business. And the solutions for these three problems are primarily consolidation, standardization, and automation, respectively. And Database Lifecycle Management Pack provides features for complete lifecycle management of Oracle databases at scale that addresses these challenges. Pack contents can be configured into three pillars: provision and clone. It's completely automated and repeatable procedures for deploying standardized configurations at scale. You can provision all types of database targets like single instance, rack, multi-tenant, TDE-enabled databases. You can deploy databases on various environments, whether it's the standalone servers, Exadata engineered systems, XSCC, or on OCI. With this DBLM pack, you can also do automated cloning of databases, whether you want to clone for backup purposes or for test development purposes. There is an end-to-end flow available. With a pack like subsetting and masking, you can integrate masking of sensitive data as part of your clone workflow also. The second pillar is around patch and upgrade. You can automate patching and upgrade of both grid and databases of all types with minimal downtime. If you have your enterprise manager connected with Moz, you can get security patch recommendations as and when Oracle publishes critical patch updates, or CPUs we call it. You can use this info and apply relevant patches to all impacted targets at scale. The third pillar is around configuration and compliance. You can monitor your data center for standardized configurations. You can monitor for any misconfigurations and deviations from InfoSec team's security policies. You can use out-of-the-box security compliance standards like CIS, STIG, PCI DSS, or HIPAA to secure your assets. This is a very high-level insight into capabilities of Database Lifecycle Management Pack. In the remaining part of this session, you will see how these capabilities can be leveraged to update your database assets and secure them. Before I can show you what and how you can automate patching and compliance, let's take a look at reasons for why you need to proactively patch and check for secure configuration of your database assets. We believe at a macro level, there are three key challenges. Number one, unpatched systems. Databases with missing security patches increases the risk of data breaches. There are numerous instances where even though security patches are published by Oracle, they're not applied on the affected targets. And that can be due to many reasons. One, the DBS might have competing priorities, or DBS might be waiting to align with upcoming maintenance window. And there are many cases where the DBA would not easily know certain database targets are affected. And hence, as a result of that, the security patches are not applied on those targets. So how do you figure out which patches are available and which of these are applicable to the targets that you are managing? If you look at the industry reports, you will see about 21% of the breaches are due to the fact that patches are available, but those are not applied on the affected targets. This is something that you might want to focus on. You might want to define processes and leverage this tool to proactively identify missing security patches and patch your targets in a timely manner. second challenge is tied to configuration sprawl. This is about configuration pollution, essentially. The challenge is managing numerous variants of Oracle homes created by various users within your organization. Within a short period of time, you will reach a point where it becomes unmanageable. As an example, there is an instance where someone created 1,400 variants of Oracle homes across three major releases of Oracle databases, 12c, 18c, and 19c. These 1,400 variants across these three major releases is way too many versions for you to manage and also manage the patch levels and the various sizes of these databases along with different configurations. And these configuration variations increase the risk and support cost. And if you are going to do all these with homegrown scripts, naturally your overall cost over a period of time is bound to grow higher. The third challenge is around insecure configuration. If you look at various data breach reports today, you will see about 45% of the breaches are due to misconfiguration. And this has become the preferred ways for bad actors to exploit and get hold of sensitive information. Misconfiguration occurs when an employee, typically a system administrator or a database administrator or some other person with significant access or with elevated privileges, stands up a database without the usual security controls. Or a person with these elevated privileges makes changes to the database configuration, which deviates from your IT security policy. Now that you know some of these challenges, how can an enterprise manager, mainly database lifecycle management pack, help you? DBLM gives you an ability to automate entire end-to-end flow and create a hardened, secure environment. You can use fleet maintenance, which is our database update and upgrade solution, to patch at scale, either by using brand new user interface, or if you are into automating these operations, you can use our comprehensive set of REST APIs or CLIs. In the area of compliance and security tracking, we have out-of-box compliance standards like CIS for Oracle Database 19c and STIG and PCI DSS and HIPAA for Oracle Linux 7 and Oracle Linux 8. We also integrate Oracle Autonomous Health Framework compliance standards as they relate to Exadata environment. So you can fully secure your engineered systems components also in addition to the databases. In addition, we also support XCCDF based standards for Linux hosts. You can import any standard in this format to secure your Linux assets with industry standards that are out there in the market today. Now, let's drill down into patching and compliance. Fleet maintenance, as I said, enables you to automate patching at scale. It reduces overall downtime and it enhances the security posture by ensuring all security patches are applied and achieves compliance with your IT security policies. So how does this work? There are three macro level steps involved in standardizing your data center with well-defined configurations and also ensure all security patches are applied. Step one, it scans your fleet to identify configuration pollution using the software standardization advisor. And it gives you the recommendation for a well-known set of reference configurations that you can deploy. Step two, you can create a gold image for a reference configuration with all relevant security patches in place. and you can identify databases and clusters that require this gold image and subscribe these databases and clusters to this gold image on which the appropriate patches have been already applied. Step 3, deploy this gold image to these databases and clusters and switch these targets from old Oracle home to the new Oracle home. So there are more details of what happens in each step here. Here is a pictorial view of how this works. You create a gold image that you want corresponding database targets to be at. Since this is an out of place patching, deploy this image as a shadow Oracle home, which will be in an inactive state. For the once you switch the inactive Oracle homes with all security patches applied will become active for end users to consume. Here is the summary of our support matrix. Fleet maintenance supports database 11.204 onwards all the way to 21C for both patching and upgrade use cases. You can patch and upgrade single instance databases, multi-tenant databases, both container databases and pluggable databases, rack configurations, grid infrastructures. These database assets can be updated with or without data guard configurations in play, and it can be done on various platforms, including Exadata engineered systems. Administrators can maintain versioned set of database images for various supported platforms that can be used for effective patching. Fleet maintenance provides a comprehensive set of EMCLIs for automation. If you are looking to automate using REST APIs, you can do so with that too. You can integrate with third-party orchestration tools like ServiceNow. You can leverage these APIs from tools like Ansible also. In addition to EMCLI and REST APIs, starting with Enterprise Manager 13.5 release update 1, you can now use user interface for fleet operations. It's brand new user interface using a simple intuitive process that guides you through setting up and performing all patching tasks for your database assets. You can schedule the entire patching operation in one flow using this brand new fleet UI for deploying the software, migrate listener, and update the database. This gives you the convenience of scheduling all 3 operations in one flow. Using this UI, you can track various operations at every step. That also gives you actionable insights for you to act on. There are built-in pre-checks to improve reliability and diagnosability of the patching operations. Continuing on this user interface, you can schedule deployment and updating of database maintenance tasks based on your requirements. UI gives you an option to start right away, or you can schedule it for a later time. You could choose to deploy now and choose to update at a later date, depending on your downtime maintenance window. There are smart listing options in UI. It shows you target context fields in option section if you choose to. So if at all you're trying to work with a rack target, it will show you only rack specific parameters. So you can easily choose parameters of importance for you. In order to maximize the maintenance window, If you want certain maintenance activities to be done for each database target, you can create pre and post scripts. You can customize it based on your requirements. And once you have finalized these scripts, you can, and you have uploaded these to the Enterprise Manager software library, fleet operations will be able to use those and run those scripts as part of the patching workflow. You can run these customized pre and post scripts during various fleet operations, whether it's deploy, update, cleanup, or rollback operations. Once you have provided credentials, you have uploaded custom pre and post scripts and other options for patching, you're right now ready for a quick validation of the patching task. And once you validate and the patching tasks have started, you can easily track, fix, you can pause the patching process, and you can resume the operations directly from the Enterprise Manager console. As a result of this, you get greater oversight and control of all your fleet operations during this patching process. And thus you can reduce the overall time to recover from any patching issues that you encounter. This is a quick insight into fleet maintenance capabilities, including its brand new user interfaces and also the REST APIs. Now let's look at how you can use this to apply security patches to your identified databases. One of the reasons for you to patch your targets is to apply all security patches published by Oracle. As and when Oracle publishes critical patch updates, CPUs every quarter, you want to make sure these are applied on all targets. Now, how do you know what patches are missing in each of the targets? Enterprise Manager Compliance Framework ships a standard called Security Recommendations out of the box. With MOS connectivity in place and relevant targets associated to this security recommendations standard, you will be able to see list of all missing patches for a given target. Any target reported non-compliant, it only implies there are missing security patches that Oracle has published, but that particular target is not patched yet. You can review the compliance evaluation report to identify missing security patches for a given database target. And this compliance report precisely calls out the patch numbers missing in that target for you to plan your patching activity. Once you have identified the missing security patches, you can use fleet maintenance workflow to apply these patches. And these patches can be applied in 3 easy steps using fleet maintenance. You create a gold image from the reference environment with all required patches, subscribe the impacted targets or non-compliant targets to this gold image, update the target with these new patches to make it compliant. By using the out-of-the-box security recommendation standards and fleet maintenance workflow, you are essentially reducing the risk of data breaches for those published common vulnerabilities and exposures. If you have deployed multi-tenant databases in your environment, you can patch both CDB and PDB to be compliant with certain patch levels, or you can upgrade to newer database versions. There are 2 ways to upgrade pluggable databases. You can upgrade as an administrator, or you can enable self-service user to patch or upgrade their respective databases in a window that is convenient for them. If you have deployed third-party orchestration tools, You can use fleet maintenance REST APIs to integrate with those. As I mentioned earlier, ServiceNow is an example. VMware's vRealize is another example. You call these REST APIs from these orchestration tools to perform these patching and upgrade operations. There are two ways to patch or upgrade multi-tenant ecosystem as an administrator. One, you patch a container database and its pluggable databases get updated or patched at one shot. So, or you patch a particular pluggable database depending on your maintenance window for each of those pluggable databases. To that point, there are the reason why you would patch unique pluggable databases, or there are instances where two different PDBs within a CDB might be catering to certain applications, and you want better control of the maintenance window, and so that's the reason why you would choose to patch a particular pluggable one at a time in order to reduce the downtime for that application. And fleet maintenance gives you that capability where you can choose the specific PDB and patch it independently, and by relocating them to a new CDB running from a patched Oracle home. Now that you have patched all your databases, how do you go about securing databases and enforcing compliance with your IT security policies? How do you ensure relevant restrictions are in place for each user so that the principles of least privilege is in place for all users? And you may wonder, why is this important for you? Well, it helps you to secure databases and infrastructure, eliminates vulnerabilities. You can audit the security report to ensure compliance with your security policies, and you can reduce DBA time by automating remediation of configuration violations. Securing an Oracle database is much like securing any other systems. You are protecting your data. This could be intellectual property, financial data, personal data about your customers or staff, or combination of those. And since data is valuable, you need to guard against theft and misuse. And you need to safeguard that data with security controls that restrict access according to your policy by using either industry standard benchmarks or your own custom policies. By securing configuration of Oracle databases, underlying Linux hosts, and Exadata engineered systems, you can get an unified view of overall security compliance of all these targets managed by Enterprise Manager. There are broad set of standards provided by Enterprise Manager for databases, for Linux hosts, and for Exadata engineered systems. And by securing each of the targets, you're essentially securing your infrastructure. Now let's elaborate this a little bit and look at database specific security standards. For databases 12c and 19c, there is support for CIS benchmark out of the box. It supports all target database types, whether it's single instance, rack clusters, and multi-tenant, both containers and pluggables. Enterprise Manager also supports Department of Defense STIC standards that are periodically published. And STIC standards are there for both database 11.2g and also 12c database targets. Enterprise Manager also supports Oracle's own set of security best practices and recommendations. Each of these standards provide a set of compliance checks for various components of the database, whether you want to focus on just database initialization parameters, or you want to monitor user privileges, or you want to do more broader checks. there are controls available for you in between these standards for you to do those. In addition to these out-of-the-box rules, you can either customize each of the existing rules, or you can create a brand new rule that aligns with your security policy. And these are the solutions that are available for securing and monitoring for compliance for your database configurations. With industry compliance standards like CIS benchmark, you can assess, detect, remediate database assets. As I said, there are security controls that are spread across various areas like user access and restrictions, database parameter settings, database connectivity and logins, and auditing system activities. There is an HTML report available that provides a rule level details in case of violations, including rationale for the violation. And we also give you a recommendation for remediating that particular rule violation. You can review each violation and manually remediate, or you can leverage a functionality called corrective actions in Enterprise Manager to automate the remediation process. That's the database side of the story in terms of compliance management using Enterprise Manager. While securing database configuration is important, it is also critical to secure underlying Linux hosts. Now let's look at what is available for Linux hosts so that you can leverage these for protecting your infrastructure. EM supports SCAP framework for Linux hosts, which leverages the OpenSCAP engine in the host. So as a result of that, standards like PCI DSS, HIPAA, and STIG are supported out of the box for Oracle Linux 7 and Oracle Linux 8. So if you are if you are in the healthcare segment and you want to secure your Linux environment to be HIPAA compliant, you can leverage this out of the box standard. And of course, on similar lines, you can leverage PCI DSS standard to secure a Linux host if you are in the financial or retail segment. Now, if you look at each rule in PCI DSS or HIPAA or other SCAP supported standards, you will find almost all these are cross-referenced with rules in other standards like ISO 27001, CIS controls, COBIT framework, critical infrastructure cybersecurity, etc. So large set of rules are exactly the same across many of these standards. So let's say if you're looking for COBIT framework support, you will likely see many rules are already supported in Enterprise Manager as part of support for HIPAA, PCI DSS, and other host specific standards. And in case you determine there are any unsupported rules for COBIT framework, there is an option for you to create these rules with the EM compliance framework. Finally, for Linux hosts, if there is any standard that you might be interested in, as long as it is in XCCDF format, you can import into EM compliance framework and use it just like any other compliance standard in Enterprise Manager. So as an example, if you want your Linux host to be HIPAA compliant, if you look at the HIPAA profile in Enterprise Manager, there are about 140 unique rules. And these unique controls provide best practices for continuous vulnerability management, secure configuration of Linux instances, monitoring account and access controls, minimizing administrative privileges, audit of system activities, and analysis of audit logs. By leveraging out-of-box standards for databases and hosts, you can put in place security controls to secure and monitor configuration of databases and also underlying Linux hosts. If you are required to have your host to be HIPAA compliant, you can do so by leveraging the HIPAA compliance standard, as I said earlier. In this pictorial example, you have 3 different hosts. Each host has different types of databases deployed. Depending on your security policies, you can use either STIC standards for cluster or CIS for 19C pluggable, or completely customized standards for multi-tenant and single instance databases. With this, you have secured your database assets and you have the security controls in play. Now, depending on your security policies, you can bring in host specific compliance standards like HIPAA, PCI DSS, or STIG, or custom rules. And with this, you have all the required security controls in place for both databases and underlying hosts in your data center, and thus you're reducing the risk of exposure. Enterprise Manager is integrating with Autonomous Health Framework, more precisely an ExaCheck health tool, which is part of the Autonomous Health Framework, which is meant for managing the compliance of and health of Exadata engineered systems. This is a brand new set of framework and compliance standards that will be shipped out of the box. There will be unique standards for each Exadata component, like Rocky switches, storage server, compute server, and so on, and various other components in the Exadata engineered systems. And these will be applicable for Exadata engineered systems X8 and above. It maintains the compliance with component specific best practices, and if there are any violations, you will get notified of all the deviations. Earlier, if you remember, I talked about securing your databases and underlying Linux hosts to reduce security exposure. Now, in addition to databases and Linux hosts, you can also secure underlying Exadata engineered systems. You can choose to secure every Exadata component, or you could choose to secure a particular component of your choice. And by doing this, you're securing everything from database and south of it all the way to the infrastructure. With relevant controls for each asset in place, Enterprise Manager will start compliance assessment, detect any security violations. If you have put in place corrective actions for each security controls, the corresponding violations will be automatically remediated and continue with assessments. You can look at the compliance evaluation report to ensure each of your targets are in adherence with your compliance requirements. You can also provide these reports to your auditors for their own auditing. To summarize, leveraging patching and compliance capabilities in Enterprise Manager's database lifecycle management pack, you can identify missing security patches, apply these patches onto all your database targets, and finally monitor for your IT's security compliance with primary goal of increasing the overall security posture of your data center. Finally, here are more resources available for you to learn more about fleet maintenance and compliance management using Enterprise Manager. There are few videos and documents showing why and how you can secure your assets. And also there are labs for these areas. If you don't have latest version of Enterprise Manager in your environment, but you are interested in getting a feel of some of these features, using labs is a great start. That is it from my side. Thank you very much.
CloudDB, shaping your new normal.